I had a feeling about a person or a situation, and I was like, like this doesn't feel great. I don't know why it doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great. And I ignored it because I was like, but I don't have any basis to like go off of other than this doesn't feel great. It's
Mhm.
the, and because of the number of times I ignored that and then invested into this person or the situation, a period of time to then have it all blow up and be like, oh, you remember that thing 18 months, 2 years, however long ago it was where you were getting that like spidey sense of like this person, this situation is not okay and you ignored it because you're trying not to be judgmental,
Mhm.
right? So I do think now the older I get, the more I'm like, no, no, like let that person have all of that feeling and let them trust it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, just because of the
Interesting.
number of times I've been so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. 6.
6.
I've seen sixes judge situations or people very quickly because they've decided that they've thought through everything that could possibly go wrong. I've actually gotten really frustrated with a couple of sixes before because like they've thought through things so much to the point where they have spoken about someone or a situation as if it was fact. But if you really walk through the entire situation, it's just like kind of this chaining that's happened.
Well, and I think sixes sometimes they judge others for not being as worried as they
Mhm.
are. Like, why aren't you
Mhm.
worried about this? Like, you should be worried about this.
Mhm.
And so there can be some judgment from them in those situations. And to your point, like I think because they're thinking through so many scenarios, the other thing that can happen is it when they're so we talked about this last week and several episodes ago, right? The idea of that when you plan the worst case scenario and then it doesn't happen, your reward, like you train your brain that that's a reward. But there's the opposite effect of that. If you've thought about something and thought about something and thought about something and the worst happens and it's something you didn't think of, then oh my gosh, like the judgment you placed on yourself. It's a little bit like when I feel like I should have known for them. It's like, why didn't I think of that? Why didn't I should have known, I don't know. If I
Mhm.
didn't have the flare in my car, I would slide off the road or what, you know what I mean? Like something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sixes. I have a very close six in my life who she is first foot forward, very suspicious of people. So if you are someone who trusts people right away or gives people the benefit of the doubt, she's like, ugh, how many times have you gotten burned by that?
Yeah. That protection thing, right? Like I'm going to protect
Mm-hmm.
myself by
Mm-hmm.
And why don't you want to protect yourself the same way?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
I think I've run into it with a couple different sixes too that get judgy of people who also don't like who live without plans.
Oh yeah, because how could you? How dare you?
Right.
I think Laura would say that, like,
Yeah.
wow, while recording right now. How dare you?
Yeah. She
Yeah, I
actually
have.
sent me a message when she listened to one of the episodes about how she does get annoyed. Gets annoyed when plans get changed, like last minute changed.
Yeah,
That's that there could be some of that judgment about that.
yeah. I've actually had the close six to me in my life say that she's had friends who will actively not tell her things because they feel judged by her when it's more of a could have, should have, would have that happens for her. It's not a judgment. It's just a here's what you could have done. Here's what it's not coming from a negative place or it's not meant to come from a negative place, but the perception is that it's negative
Yeah.
because it happened already. So because they're thinking of like all the scenarios that could have happened instead, it's a judgment.